Hi everyone, this is Flippin Frozen, Donna speaking, coming to you with another unboxing. And this time I have Wolftoy, which is Jerry, and he's usually on Paul Antonelli's channel. And I'm going to, I bought some stuff from him, and we're going to get right into it. First, I always start my videos out with the temperature check, and it's 54 degrees. 122 on a Sunday afternoon. So I think that might be the high. I don't know if it's going to get any higher. I don't think we're supposed to hit 60 today or not. So let's get started. He sells a lot of like pops or comic books. Trying to think what else he has. He has a lot of action figures. And whole bunch of other things. And I could figure out how to get into this box would be great. Okay. There, the side's not done yet, so we'll get right into this. Lots of bubble wrap. Oh, I've got all sorts of things in here. I'll just take them all out and see what we got. And I also got these. Good. Cool. Okay. Let's do these. This is a stack of the heck they're comic books, but they're God, I can't remember what they're called, but they're bigger books. They're thicker. So there's a lot of comics in here, and they're brand new. And we'll see what we can do with these. The X-Men. There's all that. I don't know whether they're new or whether they're well, these are new. These haven't even been opened. It's just got some little damage to the plastic thing, but this is brand new, still in plastic. I can't really show you pages because it's in plastic. So anyways, there's the X-Men. And here's another package that is new in package as well. So I'll have to investigate more into this. I think this is up here is taped. So, okay. It's just kept in plastic, which is fine. So there we go. There's that. Then I got some, let's see, what kind of cards are these? Cards of something. I don't remember. It's been so long since I got these. Disney cards, dinosaurs. I don't know if you can read that. And this is Ghosts of Mars. And then these are Star Wars. I'm not sure they're all Star Wars. Yep, looks like it. Looks like they're all Star Wars. I'll just go show a few of these. There's a double. These I'm going to list relatively soon. Probably in a sheet of 9. So I'll just put 9 in a sheet, and you'll have to accept all 9 of them. I'm not going to sell them individually or not. Oops. Dear double. This one. Then I think these are all I don't think these are Star Wars. I guess there's some that are mixed up in here. We have Smallville, Scooby-Doo. Who remembers Scooby-Doo? Scooby-Doo and We Love You. That's Common, Congo, Dracula. These I don't know. But he gets a lot of these kind of cards from Comic-Con. Some big huge convention, comic book convention. That's Star Wars. And then Goosebumps. So there's those. These back in here, and I got one other thing here. And I got a whole big packet here of playbills. I'm not sure what this is. They're pretty old. So this one is Empire Theater, November 12th, 1928. That's how old this one is. It's OK. It's OHKAY. It's a musical, of which I never heard of. I'm pretty good in musical. Actually, there's a couple of them in here. This must be just the I'll just show you what it is. There's a whole bunch of them in here like this, and it's just the sheet. And it's Loose Ankles, When We Were 21, Red Kisses, so they're all different. I don't want to handle too many of these because these are all 28, 29, 1929. So that's in that whole lot. I don't want to handle them too much. They're gonna like literally just fall apart in my hand. And then we have the ones that are in the little magazine. The Doe Girls. And this has, let's see, this is dated 1943. And it's a comedy. Oh, there's that. And then we have 1929 and 1930. Empire Players. Got a few of these. Wow. These are old. 28, 29. Do they say as to what the hometowners? At least that one was. What's this one? Doesn't say. This one says the hometowners. There's that. Okay. And there's that. And they usually give you the date in the front. Which is that. And that's 1929. Empire Players presents The Show Off. Transcript of Life in 3 Acts by George Kelly. Then it gives the cast characters. Let's see. Right there. And it's just, a book of advertisements and stuff. And sometimes, I know in the later ones, they give you information on the characters, where they gotten, how they gotten into acting and that kind of things. So I will have to take a look at these because these are all different. Each week they always had like the Ghost Train. Each week they had something, a different movie. Or not a movie, but I guess they did theater back then. So it's something that was being played. People went to the theater. They went and saw a play back then, not just a movie like we do now, like Red Kisses. And most of the sheets that I just saw in this other stack, I think came from here because Red Kisses was part of that. So then we in newer age, 64, we came across when we got these. So they kind of gotten a little bit bigger and more information inside of them. More advertisements, bigger advertisements, more information about who's in the cast. It gives you more information about, Fernand Garvett or Annalene Francis, which I believe were probably the stars in this one, whatever they did. What did they do? Characters. And you can see how people dressed back then. Beckman Place was the name of the play. And it was volume 1, September 64, number 9, which is, something that people want to know. So there's the index there. And then you want to take a picture of that if you ever come across playbills. And I don't really put the scenes in or the understudies. But the information I put in, I actually pull from the write-ups on who's in the play. So there's that one. How to succeed in business without really trying. Actually, I just sold this one not too long ago. And I think it was a newer version, like back in the 70s. Yeah, this is 64. So as you can see, it's quite big. Lots of information. So I got War Like a Dove, America Be Seated, This is, I think these are all in the 60s. Sometimes you have to hunt for the date. It's not always on the first page. April 64. High spirits. A funny thing happened on the way to the forum. That's a long title. Funny girl. And this was done at the Showbert Theater, most likely in New York City. Carousel. No, that's the name of the theater in Framingham, Massachusetts. The name of the show was Take Her, She's Mine. So Carousel's the name of the theater, and that's the name of the show. And this was in, let's see if I could find a date for this one. You see credits. Usually on the first page. I don't see one. I don't see any date on this. Probably in the 60s. They don't have a date. But anyway, some of the advertisings, like this one place is advertising, go to dinner before the before going to the theater and have a fabulous roast prime ribs complete dinner for $3.95. Anybody want to go to dinner or an early lunch? Can you imagine? Of course, back then it's probably, $3 was probably like $50 here. And then afterwards, you can enjoy a relaxing nightcap at their organ bar. Ooh, that sounds fun. This is called Generation. Was at the Wilbur Theater in 1965. This thing is getting, pretty thick here. Lots of ads, colored ads. Guess they're starting to bring the color in. And that was starring Henry Fonda in Generation. So I guess that's Henry Fonda right there. Next we have is The Impossible Years. And this one is Alan King. That's Alan King there. And I would say 65. So again, they give you a lot more information. They give you who's in the cast. They give you the what's in Act 1, Act 2, and then they give you the information who's in the cast. So, the cast could be a whole bunch of people, and they just, little write-ups about who's in the cast. So this one's Do I Hear a Waltz? The Merry Widow. ZZ. What makes Sammy run? Some of these I never even heard of. So this would be pretty interesting when I do these. Some of these have musical numbers, and they mention all the musical numbers in the what they in the play. So you definitely want to, if you ever come across, you want to make sure you get this page in your photos. This one is Bajor. Am I pronouncing that right? Bajor? Bajour. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. So it must be some Italian, French. What? No. They don't tell you. Bajor, maybe? Maybe it's pronounced that way, Bajor. So, and they're starting to have car photographs of the car advertisements. Like a whole book of advertisements. Fade in, fade out. The next one. Barefoot in the Park. Ben Franklin in Paris is the last one that I have. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Most of these were done either at the Colonial Theater or Sherbert. This one was 54th Street Theater. Sherbert, Wilbur Theater, Colonial, Sherbert, Carousel. That was in Massachusetts. And then we had these. I'm going to guess the Empire Theater is in New York City, because that's where the majority of the people, they went to see the play. So I find these all very interesting. This is gold. Wow. So this will be interesting to actually go through all of this and find out what the goodies are. So that's it for this video, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. So take care, and I'll see you then.